Hi Suzanne, my name is Jeremy and I'm an occupational therapist. And so today we're going to do an assessment called the Engagement in Meaningful Activities Survey. But before we get started, I want to let you know that it's your choice whether or not you want to complete this assessment. So before we go any further, I want to know, do I have your consent to give this assessment?
Yeah.
But I also want to let you know that you have the ability at any time during the assessment to withdraw your consent. So if there's any changes, if you become uncomfortable or anything, you're allowed to stop the assessment. Are you clear with everything so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that then, we can get started. So, the Engagement in Meaningful Activities Survey is this assessment where in day-to-day living, we all get involved in activities which have a variety of purposes. And I'm interested in knowing what activities you like to do and the meaning that they have for you. So the kinds of activities I'm referring to are things like cleaning your room, cleaning your house, going out with a friend, going for walks, volunteer work, listening to music, or just sitting around. So I have some questions for you about your activities, and there are no right or wrong answers. These answers are all about how you feel about them. So please take your time in answering them and be as honest as you can. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No.
Okay, so you have an assessment right there in that clipboard if you want to grab that. If you have it open there, great. So below is a list of statements about your activities. If you could please read each one carefully and place an X in the box that describes to what extent these statements are true for you. Take your time and try to be as accurate as possible, and then when you're done, I will calculate the totals when we are all finished. If you need any clarification on anything, just let me know and we can go through a point together.
Okay. Thanks. Actually, for number 2, the activities I do reflect the kind of person I am. Is that the ones I'm currently doing, I used to do? Like, sorry, I'm just a little confused on that one.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thank you for asking for clarification. So when we're talking about the activities that you do and how they reflect the person you are, we want to talk about the ones you're doing right now. So I know you mentioned that you used to teach, but because you're not right now, we don't consider that an activity that you're doing.
Okay, so I think that it's like a very low score because I am a teacher. That's really important to me, and I'm not doing that now. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
A few minutes later.
I finished it.
Okay, let's take a look. So what I'm seeing here is that you're scoring a lot of 1s. There's a couple of 2s and a single 3. And before we talk about these numbers and their significance, I just want to get a little bit more clarification. So I'm going to ask you a couple of open-ended questions. The first one being is, could you tell me about how you normally spend your days from the time you get up, from the time you go to bed?
Well, I'm not working anymore, so I guess I wake up whenever. Usually I sleep in pretty late. I'm really fatigued, and I then usually wake up to an empty house because my husband works full-time and my son's off at school already. I don't make him breakfast in the morning. He does that all for himself because he's in high school. So I guess I'm alone a lot. When I have the energy, I try and get dressed and shower, but most days I don't have the energy to do that, and it doesn't really matter, does it, because I just stay at home all day. I sometimes try and occupy my time by reading, but I find I just read the same sentence over and over again. I have no focus, and I can't pay attention to what I'm reading. I don't even remember what I'm reading. Sometimes I'll watch TV, but I'm just bored. Nothing interests me. I don't even know what I like anymore. Then after I do a lot of that, which is nothing, I'll take a nap.
Yeah.
And then my son and my husband get home pretty late, and I usually can't make them dinner. So because I'm so tired, we'll talk for a little bit, and then I just go to bed, and I do the same thing over and over.
Okay, so a lot of napping, a lot of sleeping throughout your day.
Yeah, but then when I am up, I I feel like I'm in like a haze. I can't pay attention to anything. I'm just not stimulated by anything. I used to have so much meaning and purpose, and now it's just, what's the point?
Okay. Are there any other activities that you do only sometimes that you have not mentioned yet?
Well, I sometimes, like, I go to my doctor appointment every couple of weeks. I am trying to find activities that interest me. It's just hard, but I'm trying. I'm looking into it as often as I can.
And which of these activities that you've named make you feel good about yourself?
Oh, I don't know if I have really any. I guess that when I do finally have the energy, the rare times I do really enjoy to make dinner for my husband and my son and eat it all together as a family. I want to do that more. I do enjoy doing that.
So that concludes our assessment, and I'm going to go ahead and look at some of the results, and then we're going to come back together and we're going to discuss the results and how we'd like to proceed in the future. Now, these results are confidential. They're going to be shared just between yourself and I, but if you'd like, we can share them with somebody else too. So, for example, if you wanted your husband to know around what you're feeling, you can let him know that information, or I can share that information with him, but only with your consent. It's 100% your choice, and you also don't have to decide right now. Do you need any clarification?
No, I think it'd be good if my husband knew. Yeah, I think that'll be good. He'll have an idea of what I'm going through.
Okay, we'll include him when we talk about the results.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.